Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, I am Remy and welcome to my channel. Now today I am back with a review of Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. So if you have watched my last video, no actually my first video, which was the booktube newbie tag, you would know that the book that actually got me into reading was Murder on the Orient Express. I was just amazing with the style of writing, the plot, the storyline. I was just hooked up the whole time while reading this, so it got me into reading more and more books, and which made me start this YouTube channel. So today I thought that I would do a book review of one of my favourite novels of all time. Now Agatha Christie, I am pretty sure you have heard about her name. She is pretty much famous, and if you don't know who she are, then she is the queen of murder mysteries. She just comes with these absolutely amazing murder mysteries that needs to be solved. So as you can assume from the title of the book, there is a murder that takes place on board on the Orient Express, which is the train that is travelling from Istanbul to Calais, and I'm not sure if this is pronounced right or not. But a murder occurs to happen, and there is 14 passengers on board. Now, one of these 14 passengers is Poirot, which is this famous, clever detective who can just solve all mysteries that occurs to happen. And then there is his friend. So, a rich American man on board is stabbed 13 times to death. And nobody has left the train since it started its route. This is why Poirot suspects that one of the passengers of the train is the murderer. There are 14 passengers, including Poirot and his friend, so 12 passengers is suspected for having done the murder. So this book is actually divided into three parts. It is the fact, the evidence, and that last part is like the resolution and Poirot solving the murder mystery. And then under each part there is quite a few chapters. The style of writing is actually surprisingly very simple. Like, I never thought that this would be so simple and easy to read. I thought that it would be more complicated, especially when a murder mystery occurs and stuff like that. But this was quite simple, quite easy to understand, and quite easy to follow up with, and quite easy to, just keep up with the evidence and what actually is happening. And with all these 12 passengers, Poirot gets to talk with and see if they are the murderer or not. Now, the end and the plot of this book is something that you would never actually expect to happen. And it was surprisingly amazing and mind-blowing. I've also read other reviews from people that had the same thoughts as me, and that was as much surprised as I was. The murder here is not obvious. Even thought that I knew, when I was reading this, I thought that I knew who the murderer is, but then it turned out that I was completely wrong, even though I have actually this ability to guess who the murderer is in murder mysteries, but that time I got it wrong. Agatha Christie has an incredible sense of writing. When like the first page in the book, I'm just going to show it here. So she has already made like an illustration about how the passengers are sitting in the train. And stuff like that makes it easier for you to follow the story. And this illustration actually makes it quite easier to keep track of the characters and where they are actually sitting in the train. So you can kind of sit there with Agatha Christie and Poirot and trying to figure out who the murderer is. I gave this book 5 stars, and I wish that I could just forget everything about it just so I could read it again for the first time. But all in all, Agatha Christie is an incredible writer. I can highly recommend all of her books. And now Agatha Christie, there's also this famous novel by her which is called And Then There Were None, that is on my TBR, and I'm looking forward to read it. I've even heard that it is better than Murder on the Orient Express, so I can't just imagine how much I am gonna like the other book as well. But yeah, I think that was it for today's video. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye!